palace of the fearful king. And this, the regal seat. Possess it, York.
Assist me then, sweet Warwick, and I will.
Plantagenet is planted. Root him up who dares.
By words or blows, I will maintain my right.
'Tis best by words, if that be possible. So thou mayst rule by general consent. Then let our first assault be made against the conscience of the king.
Then, sirs, withdraw, but be in readiness. Queen this day here holds her parliament. Little thinks we shall be of her counsel.
Neither the queen, the Cliffords, nor the rest dare stir a wing if Warwick shakes his bells.
My lords, look where the traitorous rebel sits, even in the chair of state.
Belike he means, backed by the power of Warwick, that false peer, to aspire unto the crown and reign as king.
Why, what a pair of traitors have we here? Why, Warwick, has thy knee forgot to bow? Oh, where is faith? Oh, where is loyalty? For shame and duty bend thy knee to me.
Attend me, king, for I've held peace too long. King did I call thee? No, thou art not king, nor fit to govern and rule multitudes. Thy hand was made to grasp as palmer's staff, not to grace an awful princely scepter. Here's a hand to hold a scepter of, and with the same to act controlling law.
What, shall we supper this? Let's pluck him down.
Gracious lord, let us assail this traitor that dares to do dishonor to your throne.
He durst not sit there had your father lived. Far be the thought of this from Henry's heart to ban and brawl before the chair of state. Thou factious Duke of York, descend my throne and kneel for grace and mercy at my feet. I am thy sovereign.
Thou art deceived. I am thine. Will you we show our title to the crown? If not, our sword shall prove it in the field.
What title hast thou, traitor to the crown? I am the son of Henry V, whose father got the crown by right of conquest. Peace, lord, and give this Henry leave to speak.
Plantagenet shall speak first. Hear him, lords, and be you silent and attentive too.
Think thou that I will leave my kingly throne wherein my grandsire and my father sat?
His title's good, a better far than yours.
Then prove it, Henry, and thou shalt be king.
Henry IV by conquest got the crown.
'Twas by rebellion against his king.
I know not what to say, my title's weak. Tell me, may not a king adopt an heir?
And if he may?
Then I am lawful king, for Richard, in the view of many lords, resigned his crown to Henry IV.
He rose against him, being his sovereign, and made him to resign his crown perforce.
Didst thou not swear allegiance unto me?
I did.
Canst thou dispense with heaven for such an oath?
It is great sin to swear unto a sin, but greater sin to keep a sinful oath. Who can be bound by any solemn vow to do a murderous deed, to rob a man, to force a spotless virgin's chastity, and to have no other reason for these wrongs but that he was bound by a solemn oath?
Will none else speak for me? My lord of Exeter, what sayest thou to my claim? Methinks thou art just and impartial in affairs of state. Tell me your mind.
I am most loath to speak it. For though thou art king, if rule by right descent be held true sanction of a monarch's right, I must confess Your title's indirect. And York's more lawful and legitimate. But, lords, consider. If we should proceed by strict observance of all lawful form, what kingly title ever could withstand some delving question of the doubtful past? Methinks that what was done by Bolingbroke was darkly done, but nevertheless 'twas done. And what's long done is best to hold unto. England has bled too long for Richard's death. Oh, then conclude what's past is past repair. And honor Henry now as Richard's heir.
Aye. What care I do pry into the past?
King Henry, be thy title right or wrong, the Cliffords vow to fight in thy defence.
Do right unto this princely Duke of York, or I will raise this house with fire and sword, and o'er the chair of state where now he sits, write up his title with usurping blood.
My Lord of Warwick, hear me but one word. Let me for this my lifetime reign as king.
Confirm the crown to me and to mine heirs, and thou shalt reign in quiet while thou livest.
I am content. Richard Plantagenet, be thou protector whilst I am alive, and enjoy the kingdom after my decease.
What wrong is this unto the prince, your son?
Come, father, let us tell the queen these news. Farewell, faint-hearted and degenerate king, in whose cold blood no spark of honor bides. In dreadful war mayst thou be overcome, or live in peace, abandoned and despised.
Turn this way, Henry, and regard them not.
Oh, Exeter.
Why should you sigh, my lord?
Not for myself, Lord Warwick, but for my son, whom I unnaturally shall disinherit. But be that as it may, I here entail the crown to thee and to thine heirs forever, conditionally, that here thou take an oath to cease this civil war, and whilst I live, to honor me as thy king and sovereign.
This oath I willingly take and will perform.
Long live King Henry. Plantagenet, embrace him.
Thus York and Lancaster are reconciled.
Long live thou and all thy princely house.
Farewell, my gracious lord. I'll to my castle.
And I'll keep London with my soldiers.